Colby Covington went off on the UFC.
Said I'd fight anybody on God's green earth on the White House card just to get that opportunity to fight in front of my hero, Donald Trump, and all the great politicians that I'm friends with up in D.C. We're going to give you guys the biggest and best event the UFC's ever had. Where's the 6 or 7 title fights? They just have me sitting around for the last 14 months doing nothing. They haven't offered me one fucking fight. They're supposed to be offering me 3 fights a year by contractual law. I'm not trying to get into a suing match. They're treating me like an employee right now. I tried to go wrestle and do a jiu-jitsu match against Arm, and they said no. They're treating me unfairly. I'm sick of it. They've done me dirty my whole career. I've been treated like shit. They're trying to ice me out. Just want me to sit here and just twiddle my thumbs and play with myself. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do to earn money? Pay my bills, man. I have a lot of bills. I feel so disrespected by the company after everything I've done for them. What I did in Brazil, putting my life on the line, getting paid peanuts, 30 grand, made them hundreds of millions of dollars. Now, Hunter's hated me from the start. He's never liked to deal with me. I was their biggest star in the welterweight division. I get stopped, 10, 20 times a day, every day. When's your next fight? When's your next fight? They don't care about putting on the most exciting fights. Got the $8 billion from Paramount. Said I'd fight anybody on God's green earth. Alright,
I'm gonna keep it all the way 100 with y'all. I see where Colby Covington is coming from in this, and I'm gonna tell you why. Truthfully, I think every fighter should be given everything that they signed for in their contract, and I haven't seen Colby Covington fight in several months. The last time he fought was in Tampa. He actually trained over at the UFC gym that I go to. I saw him and Chael Sonnen actually training over by the Octagon, and I was over there lifting weights on the other side of the gym when it happened. True story. There's another girl that was there too that my homeboy knows as well, Jay Jackson. She goes to his gym over in Spring Hill, the Jackson MMA gym, I think it's called. But what Colby is saying is the truth, and I haven't seen any type of activity from him. Like, I'm seeing more now because I'm seeing stuff with him in wrestling, and I'm seeing that start to really become more mainstream, like wrestling. I'm seeing it more with stars like him and Ben Askren really pushing it more, but I'm seeing Colby Covington getting out there. There's other former UFC stars that are now coming into wrestling as well. So the UFC isn't really what it used to be, where you come there to really make money and truly be that star. Like, you could really go be a star elsewhere and make a bunch more money and honestly have a longer career. And because a lot of the people who are in the UFC, obviously it isn't everybody, but there are a lot of fighters in the UFC that were frustrated, that are frustrated, and were frustrated when they were under contract. So I see where Colby Covington is coming from. I'm not even the biggest fan of him, but I don't have no hate towards him for real. It's just, truthfully, it was how he was carrying himself throughout some of his previous fights, leading up to some of his previous fights. But let me know what y'all think about this in the comments below. Do you agree with Colby Covington? Do you see where he's coming from? Let me know what y'all think about this. I'm really interested on this one. Let me know down below. Love.